let's talk about the market. We'll look at the weekly, we'll look at my trade, the daily, and the intraday charts for the trades of the day. Just a brief look here at the weekly, because like I said, we may not look at it every day, but looked at it yesterday. Not too much has changed. The range is still 98.5. We still have a red week. We got Thursday and Friday left. So this is like I said yesterday, and I think the day before, here we go again. We don't get red candlesticks very often weekly. Usually they recover and turn green, so which means that they're up for the week rather than down. Today, well, we'll talk about today in a minute. So nothing much has changed since yesterday. There's the nearest support's 51.69. June 16th is still the cycle low that I'm looking at here. We can just move this. Let's move this. Let's see, where is this going to be? September 9th. We'll just move this out there for now. Let's move this over here. And here's what's probably going to happen, guys. This is what's probably going to happen. Guys and gals. Once this market breaks down at some point, maybe it is way out here in June when it gets down to its low, it may start happening soon, whatever. Once it makes this break, then there's at least a decent chance that these smaller cycles may change. They might. We'll have to see how the cycles fall. Do they fall, right on time? Does the pullback kind of extend itself and go longer out into the summer than expected? Those kind of things will affect the weekly cycles, okay? But for now, we'll just keep it like that. But there's a chance that could happen. Because when you get this kind of massive run up like that, the pullback may not go just according to plan. Like things could change. You just never know. Especially the cycles, right? The smaller cycles. All right, let's look at my trade, and then we'll look at the other charts. Okay, here's my trade. I made 325 intraday, and I made another 400 last night for a total of 725. All right, 325 here plus the 400 last night. Forgive my chicken scratch here, but 725 is okay. It's okay. Could have extracted a lot more of the market, but again, I'm not going to get caught up in what I could have done. I just pretty happy with the profits here, 725. Charles Schwab continues to, in their infinite wisdom, continues to change things and mess things up. For futures traders, we can, if we want to, trade 23 hours a day. So I started trading at 5 p.m. last night, approximately. Made $400 through the night. At midnight, Schwab decides to take my PL and turn it to zero. It doesn't mean I didn't bank the money, the $400 into my account. It just means on the PL up here, they showed it as zero. So they can't decide whether they're, and then what they do at the end of the market close at 4 p.m., which is when futures close, for me, it's at 4 o'clock, they set it to zero again. Schwab, it can't decide if the end of the day is 4 p.m. or midnight. You can't have two end of days. It's either this one or this one. These people, this is probably really double zeros if you're going to talk about military time. These people are just like, I swear, all the derelicts in the world must be working at Charles Schwab. So when I got up this morning to do some trading, I'm like, why does my PL say zero? I went and checked to make sure they weren't stealing any money or anything. It's fine. It was still in the account. They weren't playing around with the balances. But they just, they don't know how to keep their act together, They can't decide when they're going to clear the PLs. Like, they have to clear it twice a day. They clear it at 4, and then 8 hours later, they clear it again. We work for Schwab. The lowest of the derelicts, right? The worst of the worst work at Schwab, I tell you. TD Ameritrade had to go, think about this, TD Ameritrade for, over a decade, right? Long time had the TOS platform, which is what we're looking at here, a screenshot of TOS platform, over probably like a decade, running like a smooth, well-oiled machine. And Schwab comes in and just starts messing everything up. Boy, I tell you what, them people at Schwab, they're brilliant. If it was me, I would just, like I said in my other video, I would just bring in a third-party analyst. I would do surveys. of the customers for TD Ameritrade. I would ask 2 simple questions. One, are you satisfied? I guarantee you're going to get like 9 out of 10 people are satisfied for TD Ameritrade. You're going to get like a high return rate on satisfaction. And then 2, the second question you're going to ask is, do you like the 2S platform? You're going to get like, if not 100% of people saying yes, you're going to get, again, like 9 out of 10 people saying bingo. Guess what? That's what they should have done. And then the people who did the surveys, the independent party that comes in and does the surveys, could return to the morons over at Schwab and say, our opinion is don't freaking touch it. They love it. Just bank your profits, Schwab. Yes, we know you're making money on commissions from TD Ameritrade. Just bank the profits. Roll up all your profits and your taxes to your corporate, right? To your corporate umbrella, and leave everything else alone. Oh no, not Schwab. All right, here we are on the daily chart. This is the candlestick right here, straddling the 52.63.67 area. It opened up today at 52, we'll call it 63, 62.5, and it closed at 69. So guess what? It's like 6.5 points that it was green. Now, I said to my members, if this candlestick was green today, that means the buyers saved the bull run. They saved this run. But if it was medium red or big red, then I think it's game over. Well, man, I tell you what, this is not a very strong case for saving the bull run. I mean, it is green, but barely. So I think this is inconclusive to say that this has been saved. Let's just go back here. Let me go back and look at all the way back to just January. Okay. I know this is kind of small, but I'm just looking to see. I'm looking to see let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Let's get this to be, let's see, does that work? I think I missed it. Let's try that. Yeah, that's good enough. That works. Okay. So here's January, kind of when we had a pause in the market in January. So that's all I'm going back to that. So I'm just looking to see the stair-step pattern, right? That's what's, the stair-step pattern has been up, 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 2 down, up, 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 2 down, a little 2 down, up, basically 2, flat, almost flat right there, up, 2 down, up, a little mix going on, but then 2 down, up. Here we have 3 down, which wasn't much. You can consider that probably 2 down, just the range is so small. And then we get this. We get this behavior here. This is like no recovery. Right, you can see the market didn't recover. It had one green day and ran out of gas. And like I said, the only other time that's happened is over here. So I'm trying to see the first stair-step day back is what I'm really looking at here. Let's look at the first stair-step day. Like after the 2-day pullback, what do we usually get? Let's look at those days. We had pretty good GC green day, nice big fat green day. Okay, here's a nice big green day. This is a pretty decent sized green day. Okay, clearly it was 61. The range isn't so much. It's the close was well above the open. Okay, still looking here. There's another one, another one, another one. Okay, they all have here, even this one. After all these pullbacks, you get a nice, decent sized green day. You get a range that's maybe 40, 50, at least, like just to look at these ranges real quick. I'm just going to kind of poke at these ranges. I'm looking at this number right here. Okay, this one was 43. This was 58, 51, we'll call it, 54, 61, 53, okay, 90, this was 53. So our smallest, we only had really one really small one. This was the smallest of all of them, 43. Okay, what's today's range? Today's range was 36. See, there's definitely a difference in behavior. And these are the things you have to watch for. Okay, so first of all, the bounce up, like the previous stair step up, was super weak. See that? It wasn't 2 or 3 days. It was one green day, and then we had a failure. Now we get this would be typical, 3 days down or 2 days down, basically. And then you get the stair step day up. But no, it got even smaller. So this one over here was 43. This was 36. All these were bigger. 58, 50, 54. You see that? 61, 53, 91. They're all those first day back on the stair step up pattern. They've all been decent. Not the previous one and not this one. That is a sign of weakness. Okay, that's what that is. So I can't say just yet that the buyers saved the bull run today. I can't say that. I don't think they did. Not with that sickly looking candlestick. So, and we've got, you can tell here if you're looking closely, you'll notice this is called the Hall Moving Average. It's turned purple up here. Okay, purple means basically red, like things are going down. The only time that's happened is right here. That was back here right around February. Second, third week of February. It went purple for like just 2 weeks. 2 days, sorry. All right. So, but that bounce back day was huge, right? It had 61 in it. Not this one. So I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say that the buyers did not save this bull run today. And this is what I was looking for to see if it was saved. I'll trade BS bull or bear crap, excuse my French. Okay, I don't care what it is. I'll trade the bull crap or the bear crap. Okay, I say that because the S&P 500 is highly manipulated and it's not really a free market anymore. But anyways, whatever. You ever notice we don't get circuit breakers anymore? Wonder why that is. You ever notice we do not ever hit circuit breakers like we did in the old days? That's strange. Right. That's intentional, folks. So, I think, just maybe, and we'll wait for tomorrow, we might get enough. If we get a big, huge green day tomorrow and it goes all-time new highs, cool. We're back to bull run, baby. We're gonna rock and roll and just keep trading long. But if it whimpers out tomorrow and starts tracking, especially if it tracks sideways, it has a hard time mustering any energy, then I say watch out below. We're probably going to get a controlled descent because that's how they do it nowadays. Everything's controlled. Okay? Right. Okay, so that's the daily. Of course, members, yes, I have an opinion about tomorrow, so check your emails tonight. All right. Let's go over to the intraday charts. All right, so here we are on the 15-minute chart. Futures opened up last night over right there, and they stopped right here. That's the 24-hour period on the 15-minute chart, okay? Let me just see if I can take advantage of a little more screen here. Stretchy stretch. Maybe even a little more so we can get the big view. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so just about everything you see on your screen is futures for the 24-hour, approximately 24-hour period, 23-hour period right there, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this. Where's the trade of the day? Now, what I like to do I'll spit it out. What I like to do, and I've been doing lately, is just first ask a question to viewers. Where do you see, organically, where do you see a trade here? Like, where does it stand out? It should be pretty obvious, right? It's right here, yeah. There's the trade. Okay, is there anything on this indicator right here telling us there might be a trade? Oh my gosh, yes there is. There's one right there. Yeah, it's the Get Us Plus indicator telling us on two separate occasions at 7:30 and then again at 8 o'clock that there is possibly a trade. Boy, was there ever. Look at that. Monster mash. Okay, folks, guys and gals out there, I can't tell you. I keep it simple. I don't know how you can't be a member. For $7.99 a month, how can you not be a member? You know how much money was made right here? This was from 52.50 area all the way up to 52. That's 30 points. Just like I said yesterday, 30 points. Even a small retail account made hundreds of dollars right here. A medium-sized retail account made thousands. A decent, like, the accounts that are like, the bigger accounts, they are making tens of thousands here. Okay, so even if you have a small little retail account, you could have made at least a few $100 right here. All right. So I don't know how people don't be so tight with your money. Oh, I can't let anybody rip me off for $8 a month. I won't allow it. No, it's my money. No, no, no. It's like, okay. Is my service ripping you off if it's helping you make a lot of money? I mean, just seriously, people are weird, man. I won't do it. I know you're just trying to rip me off and take my money. I hear this in the comment section sometimes in my YouTube videos. I'm like, okay, whatever. You can just pay for 1 month and then quit. It's only $8, right? What I tell people is pay for 3 months. It's $25. It's small money. And be patient and see if the membership works for you. Because this right here, this was bankage. I bet some people, if they had traded today, would have made more money trading than they make in their job in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Okay. Is that true for every person? And is it true every day? No. But as traders, we understand the market isn't always going to give us, isn't always going to be raining gold, right? Take advantage of the membership, guys and gals. I mean, it's just, by now, if you've been watching this on the sidelines, you should have been a member a long time ago. So this is the trade of the day. It's super easy, super simple. You get the indicator. It tells you that, what are we doing down here? This thing is going down. Okay. So you're not going to trade short here, right? You're going to go, well, I'm going to buy and go long because I got a feeling it's going to go up. Sure enough, it goes up, right? It's like right here. It's telling you, just wait a little bit and then it's an explosion. All right. I actually traded this right here, this little pullback. Okay, because I was up at 7:30. I was watching this, and I have a good sense. This is London. This is Asian market up to about right in here-ish. And then from that point, about 1 a.m. my time, all the way over to here is London. They kind of overlap in the morning with U.S.'s morning session. And then the rest of this is the U.S. session, okay? So that's how it is. This is Asia. This is London. And this is the U.S. We'll just put U. There's some other markets in here, smaller markets that trade in here too as well, but these are the biggies, right? All right, so I have a pretty good feel for this London market. I often trade it, especially when I think things are getting hyperventilated, which I knew was going to probably do something in the morning, and it did. Okay, by the way, gold last night was the trade, not this garbage here. And gold today absolutely smoked the S&P 500. The manipulated S&P 500. Gold is on fire, for those that want to know. All right, let's look at the same thing in the 5-minute chart. Now, I stream live to the members the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1 hour. But we just looked at the 15-minute chart, right? Looked at the trade, one of the trades of the day. Okay, let's look at the 5-minute chart. This streams live to the members too. Okay, you can see there's a lot more Get Us Plus indicators getting triggered here, right? All right. Well, where would you make the trade? Let's just assume you only trade US, which would be approximately about right here. Options traders, I believe, start. Well, I know pre-market's at 7:30, so it's like right there. Okay, let's just deal with that for a second. Okay, because I know a lot of my members are options traders, and that's great. They make their bank doing mostly options trading. I do almost exclusively futures. It doesn't matter how you do it. You just extract the money, profit out of the market. Okay. So where would you make the trade, On this 5-minute chart, this is pre-market right here. U.S. pre-market starts right here. Like, where would you make the trade? I mean, here's the same signal, showing up on the 5-minute chart. Now, that's not always the case. We don't always get signal on the 5 and the 15-minute. Sometimes you get a signal on one, but not the other. Sometimes you get a signal on the hourly chart. But here we got them on both. We got them approximately around the same time. Okay, we got a signal on the 5-minute chart, and this is telling you, down in this area, right? This is kind of down here, that there's a possible trade. Okay, you get the purple candlestick, it pulls back, you know, and then it goes into launch mode. Well, as soon as it starts going to launch mode, which that's right at 8:30, that's what it did. 8:30, this thing took off. I actually made some trades right in here. Proud of myself. I actually went long right in here and made some bank. That was part of my $725 profit right in this area. I kind of fell asleep at the wheel here. I was really tired. I'd been trading through the night, so whatever, you can't catch it all. All right, so that's where the trade of the day is, right there, if you're going to do US stuff. That's right at the opening bell. Bammo, it took off. Okay, it went all the way up here to 52.80. Then it just proceeded to kind of pull back and chop in this mess here. It's typical. This is very typical of the U.S. market lately. It just kind of there was some opportunity here, and but for the most part, you got a lot of chop in here that lasted like 4 hours, and then what did it do? Right at 1:30, 1:15. What was this? Yeah, 10 minutes after 1. Okay, 10 minutes after 1, right over in this area. Oh, sorry, I meant to say right over here. It gave it up, gave all of it up. It's right where we started. And then futures, well, there was still some intraday going on here. And then intraday kind of recovered a little bit because the market makers and the manipulators, the market makers, market makers should stand for major manipulators. They ran this back up to try to save the day. That's exactly what this is. They tried to save the market, man. I'm telling you that right now. This was like, Federal Reserve and BlackRock and their nonsense came in. And I'm sure not the only ones that took advantage of this, but they came in, they manipulated their cheese basket here, and they tried to save the day because they know the market's in trouble. They know there's signs of the market's in trouble, and they want to keep the choo-choo train going. These guys are just whatever. So you can see that, there was opportunity to trade today like crazy. There was so much. Look at this. Even late in the day, the Giddus Plus indicator at 155 said there was a trade. It was way up here. Let me get my little pencil. Let's stretch this out. Was there a trade late in the day? Let's do this together. Was there a trade late in the day? This was at 155. There's the purple candlestick, or pink, whatever color you want to call that, okay? I prefer purple. Okay, purple candlestick. Is there a trade? You bet your booty there is. Look at this trade. My goodness. From about 52, call it 70, all the way down to 55. 15 points. Absolutely ooge without the H. When things get really big, you drop the H off and just say ooge. Ooge. Okay? There was opportunity today like all over the place. Crazy opportunity. This market, even though at the end, we saw the daily chart, right? The daily chart was almost a doji. But intraday was major opportunity here and major opportunity here. The beginning of the day and the end of the day. Yeah, you don't even have to trade none of this stuff. You can just go take a nap. That's what I did. Because I was up, early doing my thing over here trading. And this was nap time. Because I know lately this has just been garbage. Who wants to get caught up in this crap? All right, excuse my vulgarity. All right, let's, I think we're going to wrap up the video. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Stick around to the very end here if you want to become a member. I think there's going to be a lot more opportunity in the market. Like I said yesterday, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity. Even though I firmly believe that the S&P 500 and probably the other major indexes are heavily manipulated nowadays. They're controlled ascensions, controlled descensions. We don't see circuit breakers and all that stuff anymore nowadays. And of course, gold, which is a little bit more organic, a little bit more free, has a little more free market to it, has been on fire. If you're not trading gold, you are missing out biggie time. Bigly. Yeah, bigly. I like that word. We're going to use bigly just to offend some people on the far left. Bigly. All right. That's it. Stick around to the end if you want to become a member. All right, so if you want to become a member, that's awesome. The discord.com link is in the description below this video. Just make sure you read those instructions, okay? Once you've done that, click on the discord.com link. It's going to bring you over to get a server. You need to click on server shop. It's going to bring you to this page right here. $7.99 a month, guys and gals. This is a steal. It really is a steal. Okay, it's like finding free money on the side of the road. The streaming charts are down here for the S&P 500. the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 1 hour, just like we showed today. I showed today in the trades of the day with the GIVS Plus indicator and those amazing opportunities. That's this chart down here. So just click on this right here. You're going to get the streaming charts. There's also now streaming charts available for gold. I started streaming that about a week or two ago, whatever it was. So when you become a member, just ask me. You can ask me here in the member chat if you want. Just ask me, hey, Gittes, where's the link to the streaming charts for gold? I'll give it to you. Also ask me for where's the link for the new members video. Okay, that's a pretty good video. It'll help you out. It'll kind of point you in a good direction, I should say, of how I go about doing my trading. And it may not cover every last little thing, but it's going to get you pointing in the right direction. It's a pretty good video about talking about my indicators and how I use them, okay? All right, so, excuse me, along with the S&P 500 and the gold streaming charts, you get the alerts that go with them. So those are these channels. So when the GIVS Plus indicator thinks there's a trade, it sends an alert over to this channel for the S&P 500, and the gold streaming chart does the same thing for that channel. At the end of each day, I put premium symbols in this channel right here. Really nice. I saw quite a few future symbols in there that look pretty good. I think I saw copper in there and a few other. There might have been wheat in there, and some others were in there today. There's also symbols in there for optionable stocks, and there's industries in there. Okay, so it's a good idea to look at those industry symbols because it'll tell you what the market's doing. So you pull up those industries and say, oh, this industry is weak. It's helping you. For those people that just want to trade stocks, you might want to look at those industry symbols because they should give you kind of a little bit of a guidance about where the strength and weakness is in the market. Okay, if you're that kind of person, you want to trade just stocks, okay? So look at those symbols in there, really nice. Okay, occasionally I trade currency. If I do, I'll put it in there. I usually trade futures, the futures on currency. I don't trade Forex much, but this could apply to Forex traders. If I trade something in currency, I put it in there. I don't trade it too often, but if I do, I'll put it in there. The Gittes only post, this is where I put the link for this video I'm doing right now. So you can click on this channel, go in there. You can watch the video right on the Discord server, or you can click on it and take you to YouTube, your choice, okay? Also at the end of, kind of after the market's closed, this time of year, it's a little bit later, but I put a notification of when the emails go out. That'll go in this channel as well. So you might want to right click on this channel and turn notifications on, okay? This way you'll know when the emails goes out. And speaking of emails, if you want to get on the email, nightly email, put your email address here in the emails only channel. And what I send out is the daily chart of the S&P 500. It has the daily cycles on there. It has the support and resistance lines on there. Okay, it's a really good, and I usually put a couple sentences, maybe a paragraph at the most, of my opinion about the market's going to do the next day. All right. Yes, I keep track of solar activity and its impact on the Earth. Recently, I predicted earthquake would happen, and it did. We had 3 significant earthquakes in the last couple weeks. You can check that out on that channel. I said about a week or two ago that the odds, the probability of a significant earthquake hitting were high, and then we got a 6.4 out in the Pacific. Then I think it was the next day at a 6.5, and then in Taiwan we just had, I think, a 7.5. So how did I predict all that? Well, I predict that using solar activity. And the so-called seismologists who think they're experts, they don't know a damn thing. These people are horrible. You know, all they care is about their grant money. They always show up after the earthquakes. Well, we just want you to know there was an earthquake. That's nice. You're a little late. They're $1 short and a day late, as we like to say. So that's why I keep track of solar activity. It helps predict earthquakes. It also, believe it or not, has an impact on the marketplace and other things on the earth. Okay, occasionally I trade fixed income. So when I do that, usually it's a corporate bond. Occasionally I do that. If I do that, it goes in here. Okay, these 2 channels are chat. So the member chat and the S&P 500, this is where we do a lot of our chat. Okay, if you're a NASDAQ trader, you can kind of just chat it up here in the S&P 500. I had a NASDAQ channel before, but it just got crazy and I just got rid of it. So everything in this big old vertical rectangle is what you get for the $7.99 a month. You're getting the S&P 500 and gold streaming charts. You're getting the alerts that go with it. You're getting premium symbols every day. You're getting the video every day, the daily video. You're getting the nightly email. I'm keeping track of other cool stuff for y'all. All right. And you got member chat. And if you have support issues, of course, just put it in member chat. Usually that's just reserved to, hey, I'm not getting my email, and I'll go check and see what's going on. Okay. All that for $7.99. I mean, come on. Crazy. I still don't understand how this membership doesn't have thousands of people. It's just weird. People really are super tight with their money, and they're too tight. Okay, you got to learn that being a little bit freer with your money can actually make you a lot of money. I'm not doing that just to sell you this service that I have. I'm doing that because I know that from experience, okay? I could even go further into what it means. I'm a Christian, I'm a conservative. What does it mean? How does that apply to my life? There are a lot of lessons learned along the way. And, if you all want to know about my opinion about, Christianity and money and all that, you can ask me. It's fine. And I'll tell you what my journey and a lot of things that I learned along the way and how I had to change my view about money. Okay. But anyways, I'm not going to slap people over the head with that because I know not everybody is a Christian. But if you're interested, you can ask me in the member chat. I'll tell you, I'll share. But yeah, I would say, you know what? Pay for 3 months. It's $25. Okay. And give yourself some time. Be patient. Learn how to watch the videos that I mentioned. Ask for the links for the videos I mentioned in the Gold Stream. Okay. Learn how to use the Get Us Plus indicator and the other indicators, and be patient. Don't be in a hurry. And I think after a couple of months being in the service, you're going to start making money. If you're already a fairly decent trader, you could start making money sooner. But I would say just be patient. Learn how to use the service. All right, let's talk about the rules real quick. Yes, you got to read the rules. The refund rules are in there. If you don't read the refund rules, don't complain later, okay? Also, there's the disclaimer in there that I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give financial advice, okay? Everything on this Discord server, doesn't matter if I'm posting it or somebody else is posting it. I don't care what's being posted. It's all educational purposes only. No financial advice is implied whatsoever, okay? You're responsible for your own trades. I honestly believe this service will help you become a really good trader, and it will help you be profitable, but you're still responsible for your own trades, okay? And lastly, I won't tolerate nasty stuff on the server. Don't post nasty language. Don't post nasty links. No foul language. Don't bring your leftist garbage. If you're a Democrat, yes, of course, you can join the service, but don't spew your leftist stuff on this server, because if you do, I'm going to be right on top of it. I'm going to warn you if it gets bad enough. If you do any of those things I talked about, anything, you're not being nice, you're being disrespectful, you're dumping your political leftist junk on this server. If you do any of that stuff, you're going to get warned. If it gets bad enough, I'll kick you. If it gets really bad, you're going to get banned. And remember, make sure you read the refund rules. All right, I have to say that, guys, because a lot of people just don't get it. So nowadays, I just blatantly put it out there about all the rules so nobody has a misunderstanding. You know what you're doing when you join the server. Just be nice, be respectful. We're all going to get along great. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble. All righty. I think that pretty much covers it. I hope everybody had an awesome day trading. As I said earlier, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity in the marketplace, both in the S&P 500 and gold, especially gold. Gold's on fire. I think gold's going to go above 2,500 this year. It just continues to march, and you can't fool the good traders and investors. They know where the money's supposed to be, right? They know that gold is going somewhere. All right, that pretty much covers it. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.